Hello, Aries. How are you? Today is January 21st. Today is a new moon in Aquarius, so the start of the Chinese New Year of the Rabbit. Tomorrow, Uranus goes direct. As promised last week, if you are interested in a reading, I'm going to be pulling from the I Ching Oracle tomorrow when Uranus goes direct, because that means all the planets are now direct. Please leave me your name with a question down in the comments. If you have already left a message last week, I have it registered. You do not need to leave your name again. So this is only for new people. You must be subscribed to the channel in order for me to do your reading. And that's it. And then I'll post them in a video either Monday or Tuesday. Okay. And I'll try and timestamp everybody's reading. Actually, as I was like putting this together, I realized it was going to be a little bit of a logistical nightmare, but it's fine. All right, let's get into the energy for the week. Okay. What is the overall energy for the week of January 21st, 2023 for the Aries watching this video? What is the overall energy for the week, January 21, 2023, for the Aries watching this video? Okay. Nice. About time. Going forward. Let's read what that card has to say. I'm all about that. So when you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance, and fulfillment are ahead of you. Amazing. Things are growing and expanding in your life. Keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you, but this card indicates that it is important to not let anything hold you back from increasing the bounty in your life. This is like if you spend your day on social media, get off and focus on what you need to be focusing on. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best possible way and for your highest good. Amazing. And that kind of resonates with, I did a reading for the members community, both the tarot and astrology, and you know, there's some really good energy around this moon here. All right, what's the challenge energy? Take two. Okay, so what do we have here? Knight of Wands, Two of Swords. Oh my God, that is crazy because both of these came out in the tarot reading for the members. Right. So okay. So there is some sort of thing trying to get your attention. Sorry about the reflection here. There's something trying to get your attention, like what you want to do, what's at heart, like what your next step is, but you can't see it because you're in kind of a state of stuck anxiety or like busy worrying, thinking about like, what do I need to do? What are my options? What should I be doing? And you see, it's kind of like, it's a bird's eye view. So you're looking at things from a very big, very high position, and there's something on the ground, right? Like in your immediate vicinity, in your life. Could be a person, could be a party, could be a younger fire sign, there's something trying to get your attention that you are not able to pay attention to because you are so worried about what you're going to do and planning your life. And the idea here is to just take a step, right? Like take a tiny step forward, stop worrying about it and looking at it from a higher vision and actually start taking the steps, start moving forward with joy, with passion, with this kind of like Aries flair. Because as long as you're trying to figure out things from above, not much is going to happen. It's kind of like, you know, like you're busy trying to like read a book on how to ride a bike when really you just need to get on a bike. Now let's get the lesson here. So it's really a question of letting go of whatever is keeping you still stuck, not moving forward, and embracing those next steps with some emphasis, some oomph. All right, let's get the overall lesson. Okay, milk and honey. This came out in the reversed here. So let me take a look at this. And that one's a 6, which is funny because also we got a 6 of swords in the other reading also. And the 6 and the 2 together make an 8. Now you can have like 8 is an abundance, but it can also be an abundance of swords, you know, so like too much thinking, too much worrying about what's going to happen next and not enough action. And now is really a time of action. We've had plenty of time to ruminate, think, view, review, consider, reconsider. Now is the time to take steps. Okay. All right, escapist behaviors here. So a nameless unease compels you to turn to pleasure and comfort as a means to escape what's really going on. It works in the moment, but only fleetingly before the feelings return and you need to re-up until you're exhausted. Feeling worse than before, you may continue struggling, or you may see the light and choose to surrender to spirit. Now is the time to practice extreme self-care. If you can, do so before you engage in behaviors you'll later regret. You are so loved, so cared for. Feel love and compassion for yourself. Turn your troubles over to the divine for healing. That's all that counts right now. So this talks about escapist behaviors, and that can be drinking, drugs, can also be, spending your whole day on social media as a way to procrastinate from doing the things that you need to do. Whatever behaviors are holding you back from taking the steps that you need to take to move forward in the direction, those are the ones that need to go right now. It can be a diet, right? Like you can know that like drinking wine bothers your stomach and keeps you feeling bad, but yet you're like, no, I'm going to keep doing it. And now is the time to like give up those things that are keeping you from feeling your best and being able to move forward with this kind of energy into the next steps in your life. Deck here. Okay, can I get 3 cards for Aries? All right, the Hermit. 2 more cards for Aries for the week of January 21st. I think it's also time, like, too many. Like, we may have spent so much time at home or isolating spiritually, mentally, physically, but we've spent a lot of time on our own, and it's the future is different, and there needs to be kind of like a big shakeup in our energy to move out of this and into this. And it can take, it can feel weird because we've been here for so long. There's the sun at the bottom of the deck. Let's get 2 more cards, please, for Aries. And another thing that came up here, so 4 of Wands, homecoming, celebration, having put the cornerstones, but also like getting out of the house, right? Like moving forward, crossing a threshold, going to a new chapter. You have spent much time thinking, studying, working to get to a new level, right? And because he's facing the past here and not looking forward, it's like you've done the work, you've gotten here, and now it's time to go to a whole new level, right? And this is kind of, because these two sort of match up, right? This analysis mode. We spent a lot of time in analysis mode, and now the light is shining on the path, allowing us to move forward. We have to sort of like embrace it, to take those steps, right? And that may feel difficult because we've spent so long in this energy, but that this new one, this path is being illuminated. It's there for us to step forward. There may be some behaviors that are holding us back from doing so, and those needs to be removed. One more card, please, for Aries. I knew this was going to come out eventually. And I don't do reversals in tarot. So the Star card, right? Hopes, dreams, wishes, things finally happening, finally coming true. Interesting that it came out to sort of mimic this, but my deck knows that I don't take reversals. So it's like, what's the only thing that's kind of like holding you up right now is this, which is interesting because it's the only card in reverse here, right? So there may be some sort of behaviors, indulgent behaviors, comfort behaviors that we have adopted over the last few years that make us feel safe, and like we're at home, you know, but they're actually holding us back now. And it's kind of time to step out into the light, move towards what's there for us. 'Cause, you know, it's flanked. This is flanked by these two cards, right? This going towards our past, and this towards the future, feeding the future, crossing into a new threshold of a new tomorrow, with very earthly, like a new level of spirituality, new understanding, certainly a mastery of some, that have changed your perspective on what is required, right? Because here, look at this like fully clothed dude kind of in isolation. And here she's like naked and frolicking, and the environment is very different. So also moving out of a period of frost. I feel like with this one, April may be a very good month here because it's giving spring and sun rising, green things. 5 and the 1, 5, you know, I said you had to take something away. So from the chaos, if you take something away, we're left with the 4, which could be April. So maybe like in April, things are really going to start to blossom. But right now, we kind of want to get ready to remove and these behaviors that have been holding us back so that we can really be ready to jump into this flourished and having our hopes, dreams, and wishes start to come true. Like really out there fertilizing, feeding, watering the life that we want. Now I'm going to do this one. I'm kind of done with that deck. All right, advice for Aries, January 21st, 2023. Okay, what do we have? Heart healing. It says angel bathial and rose quartz. Now, I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned that 2023 was going to be very much about yin energy, learning how to work with the softness and the receiving. So this is, we bring you the gift of heart healing. Over many lifetimes, your beautiful heart has loved and lost and loved again. You have learned how to feel joy, pain, suffering, and bliss. Your wise heart knows that life is filled with darkness and light, and it chooses to love the divine and participate in life anyway. You might worry that your heart has been stretched beyond its limits, become closed, or broken. Yet your heart is filled with divine grace, power, and of course, love. It can and will heal itself to love again, bigger, bolder, and braver than ever before. Do not doubt the healing power of your heart. There's power in your heart to heal through struggle into joy, right? And your heart has the gift of helping to heal others with love. Your open, kind heart helps soothe others, bringing comfort and reassurance to the world. Trust your heart and let it heal and guide you into the most beautiful and loving divine destiny waiting for you. Very nice. Now let me get one more card here for the moons. Hold on. All right. January 21st, 2023, advice for Aries, please. Okay. So there's definitely a theme of partnership, right? Because this is also there, and it's the only card with two people. So connecting with other people, not being afraid to connect with other people. Even if you've spent a lot of time in isolation, it's time to like step out of your world and join the others. And here we have the first quarter moon in Gemini, which is to speak your world into being. Let's see what it says here. Think about what you want. Do you really believe you can create it? Do you believe you have what it takes, or do you secretly doubt yourself? Worse, are you quietly preparing for failure? Here's the things you can't fool the universe. Oh, here's the thing. You can't fool the universe. Repeated affirmations that you don't believe are a waste of time. Believe in your magic. And that's really, I'm going to make that the title of this. Believe in your magic, because this came up also in the astrology, that there is magic around you. And so this comfort behavior may also be like thinking to yourself that what you want isn't possible for you, and that it's not there, or that like, no, it's like I tried and that's not going to work. Perhaps it was a different path. Perhaps it's with a different person. Perhaps it required a different time, a different season, right? And that there will be clues for you in your immediate environment, but you have to be willing to see them. And to see them, you kind of have to break out of this isolationist moment here. So if someone has spoken or written unkind words to you, counter them with kind words to yourself. Try it. Speak your world into being. Talk about it as though it's already happening. The manifesting mix is here. You're being asked to feel your way through a situation that's partly sacred and partly mundane. Be compassionate and clever. Ask your soul to speak to you. Listen to your heart and not your mind. Write lists of your goals. And that's really what this is, right? So kind of like giving yourself the space to wish what you want into being, but actually like believing that it can happen. And getting rid of perhaps this comfort behavior of some sort of indulgent comfort behavior, which can be food, can be thinking, can be, staying at home by yourself, or taking an easy job instead of the challenging one. Like there's something that's keeping you back from really shining your light out there and getting what you want and crossing this threshold. But it's right here in the energy, right? That when this heart, like when you heal the disappointments from the past and let them go, there's a whole new world available here for you. And it's about getting clear on what it is, speaking it into being, focused effort, maybe a new set of partners that you didn't expect. Again, maybe it's April that it's going to be happening, but to also pay attention to nature around you and what messages are trying to come in. Okay. Hope this was helpful. Again, please leave me your name only if you did not do it last week. Your name, your question, and I will be recording those tomorrow. Happy rabbit year. Take care.